Saudi Arabia and Portugal, March 2025.
شوف هذا محتجز، الله يفكه. 6 مارس.
لا إله إلا الله. عرجة الدوادمي، شمال الدوادمي، أمطار غزيرة مع رياح قوية.
شوف خالد، طبعا هناك في سيارات مقطع الشارع.
There are many bad weather events that occur near the end of March 2025. One of them is the bad weather that hit Saudi Arabia and Portugal simultaneously, where floods, storms, and hail hit several areas in the two countries and caused great chaos and significant damage. The detrimental event was recorded for the first time and was the worst in March 2025 in both countries, which finally became a special concern for the local government.
تبارك الرحمن. أمطار غزيرة شمال الدوادمي على الظاهر. اليوم 21.
Saudi Arabia is experiencing unprecedented torrential rains and severe floods that swept across streets and neighborhoods in several cities across the kingdom, as the weather depression is expected to continue for days. The National Center for Meteorology issued warning alerts with different levels across the kingdom, including the high red alert in Mecca and Medina holy cities in western Saudi Arabia, as well as in areas of the eastern region.
ما شاء الله. هذا شريط الدوادمي الساعة 10:10. تغطيات 6 رمضان.
Flash floods inundate roads in Riyadh in the latest instance of heavy rains, disrupting life in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabian authorities shuttered schools in several regions following flash floods in the desert Gulf. The National Meteorological Center issued red alerts for Al-Dawadmi, Qasim and other areas, the capital Riyadh and Medina province bordering the Red Sea. It warned of heavy rain with strong wind, lack of horizontal visibility, hail, torrential rains, and thunderbolts.
ما شاء الله للمرة الثانية، ما شاء الله تبارك الرحمن، يومين ورا بعض. هالمنطقة تنتهي.
طفت سيارته بدف عنها بس.
The capital Riyadh, central Saudi Arabia, and the southwestern provinces of Asir and Jazan were alerted by a lesser orange level of severity, but still urged people to remain vigilant amid anticipated rainfall. The kingdom's rescue authorities, including the Red Crescent Authority, heightened their readiness in response to the heavy rain warnings. According to the Saudi press agency, the Red Crescent confirmed full operational readiness for its rescue teams to ensure uninterrupted rescue service and rapid interventions. The Saudi authorities also warned citizens to remain cautious and follow safety guidance, especially in the areas that were warned by the high-level alerts. The Civil Defense Service urged people to stay away from valleys, lowland areas, and areas where rainfall waters could gather. Videos on social media accounts documented the extent of the flooding, with water levels rising and sweeping cars off roads, as well as buildings being submerged due to the heavy rainfall and thunderstorms.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله، الشوارع غرزة ولا الحمد، وإن شاء الله أن الشعبان كذا بتحول.
Meanwhile, in Portugal, Storm Martinho batters mainland Portugal. The greater Lisbon area bore the brunt, with many damage caused by falling branches and roof tiles, according to Lisbon mayor. Between Thursday and Friday, Lisbon Civil Protection recorded 5,800 incidents nationwide, most in Greater Lisbon. The storm felled trees and lampposts, damaged buildings, and brought public transport to a halt. In Odivelas, high winds tore part of the roof off Bernardo Ribeiro Primary School, closing the facility and leaving 200 students without classes. 22 roads in Lisbon were closed, and rail traffic over the iconic Ponte 25 de Abril bridge halted between Coina and Romareiro, not resuming until 7:25. The Cascais line remained closed all day Friday.
الله تبارك الرحمن. هذه الحسينية شمال الدوادمي. ما شاء الله الأرض كلها سيل. ما شاء الله الحمد لله. الباطن الجنوبي 21 رمضان.
Beyond Lisbon, 35% of serious incidents occurred there, followed by Setúbal, 10%, and over 300 each in Porto and Coimbra. In Lourinhã, 13 residents were rehoused after a roof collapse, a scene repeated elsewhere, including at Rio Avenue Stadium in Vila do Conde. In Coimbra's Oliveira do Hospital, a football stand partially collapsed. Power outages left 50,000 without electricity in Leiria, Coimbra, and Vila Real. In Madeira, 51 incidents reported throughout the night.
رمضان 1446 ابو عبد الرحمن الصخري.
ينتقل منارتين خزان. الظاهر هذا مفرق مزرعة اللافي.
Civil Protection warns of continued bad weather through Saturday, with rain, winds, and rough seas presenting a high risk of flooding. Interior Minister Margarida Blasco praised the efforts of 13,000 personnel from Civil Protection, police, firefighters, and local authorities, urging residents to heed safety instructions and stay at home and out of the path of Martinho.